Hey everybody, welcome to our 5 o'clock live. I hope everybody's having a great day today, and it's been kind of a crazy Monday, but we do come to you live each and every day, and our times have changed a bit, so I'm going to put those times right below for you, and hopefully you will remember that and you can jump on when you can. And so we always like to go over the basics, what you get in your kit. It's so important because we know we have so many people out there that are interested in Luminous and want to know more about Luminous. So let's look at those real quick. This is the Icon. And we do have an Icon Pro that's dual speed. So if you want to do tanning, maybe you airbrush your legs or something like that, you can do that. And then we also have the Legend. They're all operated just about the same. And so that's the good news, is I don't have to tell you two different instructions, but they all operate pretty much the same with the different, with the dual speed, but it does come with makeup. So we give you everything you need to get started. So think of this starter kit as your practice kit. We want you to really get in there and get going with it. We give you the two large bottles of foundation, so you can color match 365 days a year, but also at the beginning so you can practice. So we want you to really jump in, because the more you have that stylus in your hand, the more you're holding it, the more you're practicing, the more you're going to learn, and the faster you're going to learn, and the flawlessler you're going to be. So you will get it done in no time flat, and you will look flawless and understand what all the hype is around airbrush makeup. Now, as you get started, we want you to do the following things. And so I'm going to leave that up. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Candy. How are you? I'm going to leave that up. So, whoops, let me take that little banner off. All right, there we go. I'm going to leave that up because you'll see me do those things as we're moving along. So that holding it 4 finger widths away, keeping it moving, and barely pulling back on the trigger, those are going to become natural, second nature to you. And so it is super important. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And in this one, I wanted to talk, I love that kind of shine, that lit from within, but I also know that it's hot outside and I'm sweating. So I'm going to go in. My face is prepped. And I'm going to go in. Ooh, just poke myself in the eye with the brush. Hey, Shoni, how are you? So I'm actually powdering with the translucent powder first. And then I'm going to use, because we did use this earlier. Oh, no, I think I used Love this time. I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm going straight in with the foundation that I put up somewhere. Let's see which one we're going to use today since I already put it up. Well, yeah, we'll use this one. Oh, the black eyeshadow? I think I have that. Let's see where I have it. Yeah, I do have that black eyeshadow. So I'll put this one out. So I'm going to go in. And then we did, I think Candy wanted to see a little bit of the eyebrow stuff today, which we'll go over as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get my foundation on. Putting my drops in there. And then now going in, starting, I did powder. And so starting with, let me move that too. I feel like it's too high up. So starting at one spot, I keep going until I get the coverage that I want. And so your coverage is done by passes. So it's not like putting on traditional makeup. And if you are putting it on like traditional makeup, then it's going to feel wet and sticky, and it's not airbrush. Oh, you did get it in the mail. Good, Jeannie. All right. So I got my coverage. I'll do a little bit on my eyes. And doing that powder first, that is going to help me in staying matte. But since I do like that shine, that controlled shine look, and that kind of lit from within look, I'm going to use Love. And now I can put it where I want it and not have to, you know, I think it's, if I put like the exposure highlighter on everywhere and then I ended up powdering certain areas, you might get matte in areas that you didn't want to. If that makes sense. I feel like I'm talking in circles. But Jane, I used Silk 4-in-1, shade 3. Now I have Love in here. Sorry, I always put it down here because I can't see what I'm doing, but I put the Love right in there. And now I'm going to go in those areas, and you can kind of overlap a little bit too, but at least now I know I'll have a little more control over where that youthful glow is coming. I can control my youthful glow, and so I can do it on my forehead, but the rest will stay matte, and I don't have to really be that concerned that maybe I get a little glistening. And you don't have to really be precise about it. You can kind of have some fun. But I think going from that base of staying matte kind of helps you a little bit. All right. So there we have that youthful glow. Here a little bit more. And there we are. Okay. Now, I am going to use the black eyeshadow. However, I'm going to use it with traditional eyeshadow. You know, you see me go back and forth all the time where I used powder first, then I can use a traditional concealer, or I can use airbrush concealer, or you can mix everything together. It does not have to be all or nothing, which is great about Luminous. Because again, you might have this look in mind that you're doing for the day, and you're like, oh, I want to do this traditional, this da-da-da. You know, you can switch it up. You don't have to be stuck doing the same thing all the time. All right, now I'm going to take, let's go ahead and do a little bit, just a neutral, I'm trying to think if I want it. I'll use the Nude and Naughty. And just going in with a very neutral color. Right at the eye. Okay, so I have that. Thanks, Jeannie. So that is just a very neutral color, almost my skin color. Now I can take just a blendy brush, and I feel like I do the same colors over and over again. So let's go in with, let's see what else I have here. Let's see what else. Let's go in. I'm going to use the Optics. I'm going to use that dark green, even though it's called Blackout, the dark green, and I'm going to use that in my crease, or maybe I'm going to switch, kind of blend those together. And almost making a V. And just blending that back and forth. Right there. Let's move it over a little bit more, where I'm blending it on the lid lightly, just going doot, doot, doot. Back and forth, back and forth. Now I remember why I got rid of this tool, because it squeaks. All right. right in there. All right. So there's a look. Okay, we have that. Now, if I did want to go back, actually, I'm going to put a little bit of the reflection, which is the burgundy right at the top, just to change it up a little. All right, so now I can go in, shake that up, and I'm using the black, doing a few drops of the black eyeshadow. And now I'm going in with the black eyeshadow right in my crease, just right there. Okay, so this will just to be, it'll be to kind of make it pop a little bit more. Even though this is dark, with that airbrush on top, it's going to deepen it a little bit more. Now, I am going to bring it in. You know, we tell you to keep 4 finger widths away when you're doing foundation and different things. But when I'm doing my eyes, I'm definitely going to come in even more. And the movement that I'm making, let's say I had black on this brush, I would do this. It's the exact same movement I'm making with my airbrush. So I can come in here. Okay, can you see it already? I felt it. I could hear that it was coming out. But now, because I am only concentrating this one little spot, I am moving to the other side. To give it a little time. Couple things. When you're new to airbrushing, you can take a sticky, some tape, a ruler, whatever. I could hold this right here and airbrush like this, and it'll protect that area until you get it. But this is where it comes back to understanding that wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. And so you can do that. You can also do your eyes first, because if I did get it a little far, I could just clean that up and then go into the foundation. So you can practice it different ways to understand what's going to work best for you. So I'll come back and do a little bit more on that side. Now, the other great thing is if you got a hot spot, if you got it where it looked like a on your face, you can go in and blend it. Hey, Lizina. So you have some time to go in and blend a little bit. Okay? So don't be worried that just because, oh my gosh, it's black, I don't know, it's going to be crazy. You have time to work with it. Now, I'm not digging that harsh edge, so I can go back with reflection and blend that right over it. And that way it's going to soften that edge. Okay? And you can make sure they're even. Now, once you get into the swing of things, you can go in and you can even do eyeshadow or eyeliner with it if you can get to that point. Even for me, especially underneath to do the eyeliner, it's a little tough just because you do have that wind, even though it's a little kiss of wind blowing into your, you know, right at your eye. So if I went in, let me see if I can use this little handheld mirror. I can come in a little bit more, but you talk about pulling back super light. I mean, super light. Okay. That one was a hard one. Again, I'm going by the feel of the air, but you can tell, like, my eyes are watering. So you can definitely do it. And it does get easier and easier once you're doing this. But having that air blow right there is, you know, it could take some getting used to. So Jeannie, are you going to go practice with the black? Jeannie got the black eyeshadow. But again, you can just do a little bit and then blend it with a brush as well. So don't think it's, you know, if you mess up, you can still use it. All right, so now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to tweak my brows a little. Hey, Lauren, how are you? I'm using Cocoa, and I'm going to go in and tweak the brow just a bit. So using my brow pencil, and remember your brow, you want that to start, where can I, maybe this one. Put something on the side of your nose, and that's where your eyebrow should start. Cross, still the side of your nose, cross the color of your eye. That's where the arch should be, and the tail should be there. So you might have to draw some out. You might have to tweak them a little. You can also, if you have the root and brow stencils, you can use those with these as well if you need some help, you know, like shaping them. You know, I take my makeup off several times a day. And so after a few times, I'll leave my brows on. I'll go in and have to tweak them just a little bit more. You can tell how more, you know, how that's a little more detailed. It's not harsh. It's just a little more detailed. I'll do this one right here. Right there. And then just to soften the front, I can go in and just brush out the front part of that. Make sense? All right. So now I'm going to add my Charming blush. And remember, I do have the luminosity from the from Love. And so if I'm going to stick with that, I can just stick with the blush. And add some color to the cheeks. Now I do have, you know, a pretty smoky eye on, so we don't have to do much more with the eyes, except, you know, you can put on lashes, you can put on mascara, which I would definitely want. I'm trying to find where I'm putting this. Maybe it's over here. Here's my mascara. And I can curl. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Angela. That's very sweet. So curling the lash. And now adding the mascara. Using the bigger end to really coat the lash, and then the smaller end to separate. Good at the bottom. Right there. And there we go on that. Put this Nude and Naughty up that I always use. And then with Dusty Rose lip liner, because we'll stick with something nude. Going on the outside line. And again, I can leave, I don't know where I'm putting stuff up. I can leave that on. I can top it with a neutral color, a lip topper. You could do Prosecco. You could do whatever you need to get the look that you want. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Jeannie says I'm looking so polished. I look so polished to go pick up my daughter. All right. So yeah, there you go, guys. Easy enough, right? So I want to see you guys do a smoky eye and have some fun. Remember, do something different before you take your makeup off. That way you see if you like it or not. And you're taking your makeup off, so it doesn't matter. So try that before you're taking your makeup off, just to see if you like it. All right. All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow, so I will see you mañana. All right. Great to see you guys today, and looking forward to Tuesday. Bye for now.